So, the book is called Vile and Impious Wretches, a novel of King Solomon's Temple in the ancient Middle East. And the impetus to start it was a program I created 5 years ago, which was a presentation to given lodges. It was a time after I had been in the Master Mason degree in New Jersey and played a part. And I thought about what's the motivation to play this part a little more realistically or differently? Because one of the issues that we talk about in all of Masonry is ritual recitation, right? Do we get it all right, word for word, at the expense of making it maybe exciting, living it a little more within reason, or do we want to give people something they can remember? Not the candidate. Candidate's going to love what we do. The guy who's sitting in the lodge and he's seen 40 of these. That's when the phones come out, the whispers on the sideline. And I've always been the type of person that when I'm speaking in a degree, I want everyone to be looking at me. So fast forward after that, I decided I was going to create a presentation because I thought to myself, what are these people really about behind the scenes? Some popular series on TV, one of the most popular that came out at the time was the Netflix series Making of a Murderer. And my wife is a huge 48 Hours Hard Evidence fan, which is like the true crime documentary.
Right, yeah.
So I put together a slideshow with about 120 slides. And as I go through the images, I'm narrating the story. Now, that's a 18-minute presentation. After I created that, and I've been giving it all over for 5 years, my worshipful master at the time asked me to do it in our mother lodge, Atlas Pythagoras Lodge number 10, Westfield, New Jersey. And we finished and he said, Mike, that's my favorite presentation. And that night I went home and I said, I'm going to make this into a novel. I'm going to see what I can do here. And that was the beginning of what made me start doing this.
Who's Henry? I forgot to ask this question when you...
Henry's the worshipful master.
Okay.
He just came out of the East. He was the Mason who really inspired me. And one of the funniest things, Mike, is that just a kind word can be enough to inspire someone. We never know how we affect others to make them go on to do good things or sometimes, unfortunately, bad things. And it's right. We always say it's incumbent upon Masons on how they treat others and how they behave in the world, because all he did was compliment me, and I was inspired to go and say, you know what, this was fun. I'm going to do more of it.